So, our next story, we talk about the French kidnapping. If you guys remember, in May, there was an attempted kidnapping of some wealthy person's daughter, I believe. They were trying to kidnap their daughter. I'm not sure if you remember the story as much. I certainly
Well, there's
don't
a
as much.
few of them. Like it wasn't just one. I
Okay, yeah, there
believe
was a
there
few.
was like a string of them, all the way to even to New York. Like I believe this guy had a very sophisticated operation, but it was more than one. It was the one where they tried to kidnap the woman off the street. They kidnapped a dude.
Yeah,
They they kidnapped somebody's daughter. Like they were kidnapping a lot of people. In the end, so it wasn't just like one.
I agree. Yeah, so the kidnapper got arrested, and it looked like he made it to Morocco. So this is an article from Cointelegraph. Alleged French crypto kidnapping mastermind arrested in Morocco. Moroccan police arrested Badis Mohammed Amid Bajou, I think that's how you pronounce his name, who is accused of being one of the ringleaders behind the spate of recent crypto-related kidnappings in France. So I think there were more than a few kidnappings within the country of France, but I think the most popular one, or I think the most notorious one, I guess, would be the one of the wealthy individuals, because you know they have money. So this is a mugshot. It looks like he has some criminal background. This mugshot's actually from 2023, and the source is from Interpol. A man
So
suspect.
that's when
What's
he
up?
originally started. So 2023 is when he started the first kidnappings. There was two then, and I believe there was
Oh
four
wow.
more since then. So like, he was very, like, very. These were sophisticated, well planned operations. Like, they leveraged physical violence and digital tools. Like,
Wow.
it's not. This wasn't just like a fly by night or anything. For it, it is a. It's just like anybody. If you have like very nice cars and like a private jet and a big house, like you have to think about the implications. Like this is not just a crypto crime story. It should be a wake up call for everybody on a crossover digital assets to physical threats. Like I think it's going to make more privacy tools there. I think it's going to give more security protocols of exchange and wallets, and then I think it's going to lead to like stronger like legal frameworks. Like France and the EU specifically will probably be the first to adopt it to make sure that crypto holders do have some protections when they're
Yep.
doxxed or any of that. I just yeah, like this was he was one of them, but there's been like at least a dozen of them. Like that one famous Twitch lady had them break in. There was the guy in New York that did it. So, and I think he has two in 2023, and then there's four this year in 24. So there's like six of them I think he's linked to, and there's probably more.
Well, well, I'm actually glad you mentioned all of that because I don't know much about the whole kidnappings. I know there's been a up uprising of crypto related crimes. I mean, I think the most notorious one before any of these recent kidnappings was with Amaranth, the streamer, where th- some I think three people below their 20s were broke into their home in Houston, and they were asking for the crypto wallet. I think it was in a cold wallet or on Amaranth's phone because she made a tweet saying that she had over $1 billion, or I'm sorry, it was over $1 million with an M on Coinbase, and a lot of people on the comments were saying, hey, yeah, you should probably remove it off the exchange Coinbase into the cold wallet or something, which that's probably the best thing to do when you have that kind of money. So they broke into her house, trying to get that wallet. So now we're seeing it, happening with kidnappings as they're becoming more and more common, I guess, from what it looks like. So in any case, two crypto kidnappings and a failed attempt. So this makes it for two, I think, or three, because it had two crypto kidnappings and a failed attempt. So does that make it three? That's where
Three maybe.
yeah, three.
I think there's
Yeah,
three or
so
four, but those are the only ones they can link him to right now.
Yeah, so there's actually here's a embedded post that kind of shows it. We'll leave it for you guys to look at on the description as well. So the latest incident occurred in broad daylight on May 13 when multiple assailants allegedly attempted to kidnap the daughter and grandson of Pierre Noisat, CEO of French crypto platform Paymium. A video of the alleged attack filmed by the passerby shows Noisat's daughter fending off masked men with the help of bystanders, forcing them back into a nearby waiting van where they fled the scene. So yeah, this was the most recognized kidnapping of last month. So this is the video that I was referring to, like this particular case. They got away there, so that's the one that failed. But there were apparently two more kidnappings that happened in May in France where they were successful, it looks like. But at least he's behind bars now from what it looks like in Morocco. So here's a video of one of the kidnappings. This is, I think, from a new angle. The daughter of French crypto executive, narrowly escaped a kidnapping attempt in Paris Tuesday morning. Yeah, so this is the same video, but from a different angle. So it's kind of interesting. A lot of people were in the scene recording, but yeah, they just
not helping.
Yeah, exactly, not helping. Well, I guess there were bystanders within proximity that did, help prevent the kidnapping, but further away they didn't really do much, which is, not exactly good. Yeah, so there's this other post here from Mason versus Luis. I think that's how you pronounce his name. France just charged 25 people, including 6 minors, in a crypto kidnapping case. So we're not going to go over it. It kind of talks about everything we've talked about here, but we'll leave the post and the link for you to look at. And yeah, I mean, hope you guys learned something from it. Stay safe, just don't be stupid. Don't flex your money. Don't, if you like nice things, just make sure you don't tell the world and don't go posting about it online because that makes you a vulnerable target actually. So always improve your operation security or OPSEC and just be careful what you post online. Do you have any other thoughts on this, Leon, as far as this goes?
No, let's talk about the last one. I'm excited for this one. It's been drama on Twitter.
Oh, man. Yeah, so we saved the best for last. And, Leon and I actually have been talking about this for a while now. So Trump and Elon, what looks like the parents of America right now, they broke up. They've just been going at it, fighting on Twitter. And it's very dramatic. You ask people... Like I think AOC said, oh, the girls are fighting. And, that went a little bit viral for a moment because people were pointing out the fact that everyone recognizes that, it's a big deal that these two are fighting. But why are we talking about it? You might be wondering, like, why is it relevant to crypto? Well, it actually is very relevant because Bitcoin fell to almost 100,000 as of yesterday. The Tesla stock also went down, and the markets are just being affected. So America
there was like
is
$300 million worth of long positions that were wiped out. Trump and then the MAGA coin saw like double-digit drops on the drama. So it affected everything. Though Bitcoin recovered, and it's at like 104 right now.
Yes.
Ethereum never moves, so it's still low.
Yeah, so Bitcoin usually is the main indicator on the state of crypto. So it dropping usually means that other tokens are dropping. Of course, you have altcoin season, but generally, as of this year, it's been more Bitcoin season than anything. So
yeah, but it also like Trump's whole crypto pivot. You got Trump cards, Trump meme coins now exist outside of, I would say, arguably the person who is like the most influential in crypto is Elon for the most part. Like when he tweeted out Doge before it pumped Dogecoin. If he says anything about any crypto, it's out there. So like those are all like speculative bets on there. And then I bet you as this kind of keeps going, the anti-establishment, Trump was that anti-establishment coin, like the meme coins. I don't know what's going to happen there, but it also just shows like, X was a platform. Now it's really just Elon's personal brand. and then
Yeah.
Trump ties to all this stuff. It's like it's going to damage future traction if the crypto community turns on Trump, which is kind of happening on Twitter. Like everyone, I think more people support Elon than they support Trump. I think that has kind of been the view of it through and through. I think everyone thought it was there, but the only reason the Trumps are supporting crypto is because they got debanked after they lost, and then they were like, "Oh, we can't do this," so they want to, make a more transparent financial system that's like working and not broken. So I just it's a really weird feud, but the Trump Musk bromance is officially over. My conspiracy theory is this was all planned, and maybe it just went a little further than they should have taken it initially.
Yeah, because he was a special government employee, which they're only tenured for 130 days on the first year, or I think that's among the 4 years. So it's something that they, fix among themselves. But ever since that happened, everything just broke loose, like hell broke loose. So to give you some actual facts, there's this article from Cointelegraph, and it says Trump Musk spat sees Bitcoin tumble, liquidating 308 million in longs. So Bitcoin long traders took a hit over the past 24 hours amid Bitcoin's price dwindling amid broader macroeconomic tension and continued sell-off by long-term holders. That was kind of a mouthful. Amid broader macroeconomic tensions. I was like, whoa, can I even talk right now?
It's Cointelegraph, the British.
Oh, they're British. I didn't even know that. That's so funny.
I don't know if they're British. I just imagine a telegraph is British.
Well, anyways, so investors who went long on Bitcoin saw significant losses over the past 24 hours as the cryptocurrency dipped nearly 3%, nearing a retest of the 100,000 level. So I think it got it fell up to 100,500 within a matter of hours, according to CoinMarketCap. At the time of publication, Bitcoin is holding at 102,180. So right now it's like 105,000, you said?
It's like 104. It was like 104, like 5, like a little while ago.
104, 105. That makes sense. So anyways, this is where I really want to highlight some of the content here that this article relates. So the drop caught traders offside with approximately 308 million. We already said that. It came alongside an escalation in Musk's public feud with Trump, with Tesla boss taking to his X platform on June 5th to say that Trump's plan for sweeping global tariffs will cause a recession in the second half of this year. So, I mean, we're not going to cover a lot of the drama that Musk and Trump have been going, but everything started since it's a lot of he said this, he said that sort of thing, but generally it looks like it started based on the Big Beautiful Bill. Some say that the EV removal, like the EV credits, was removed there, and Elon didn't like that, but it probably goes a lot deeper than that. But regardless, Musk says that this is going to cause recession. So coming from Musk, I mean, that triggered a panic in the market, not just with crypto but with stocks. Tesla fell off, and then if you look at any other stocks, unless Circle, because Circle did amazing yesterday, it seems like a lot just went down, including the S&P 500. But several crypto analysts share the same opinion. SwiftTX-led analyst Pav Hundal previously told Cointelegraph that there is a risk that U.S. policymakers delay monetary easing until they get hard data on the impact of Trump's tariffs, which would risk a growth slowdown. Trump said in a post on his Truth Social platform that terminating Musk's government subsidies and contracts would save billions and billions of dollars for the U.S. government. And Musk responded that in light of President's statements about canceling of my government contracts, SpaceX will begin decommissioning in its Dragon spacecraft immediately, a statement that he had walked back hours later. Yeah, and if you look at that same post, you can find all these links here in this article. We'll leave it in the description as well, but it kind of gives you receipts of everything happening as of this article. He actually deleted his post. So if you try to look at it on his timeline on Twitter, you can probably see his replies and comments to his own posts, but he actually deleted it. And if you want to look at all the drama, you can read it here. So Trump tariffs will cause a recession in the second half of this year. This is what kind of triggered everything. This one tweet here is what triggered everything to crash down as of yesterday, unless you were holding circle. But yeah. So this is the post where he was talking about decommissioning the Dragon, the rocket, but as you can tell, he deleted it. So I wonder how many drugs he took that day is what I'm thinking. I don't know about you. I'm like, was he just like in an upper? Did he have that much energy to just bash the president and what happened to be his closest ally? That's just it was chaos. Absolute chaos in the White House. And just for fun, Logan Paul came out and said, "Make it happen. SummerSlam, Elon Musk versus Donald Trump." I haven't seen.
I didn't see that, but that's great.
Oh, I love it. It was great. I haven't seen. I saw WrestleMania this year, but I haven't seen WWE since. But if this would happen, I would totally go back into it.
That'd be the Super Bowl of WWE.
Oh man, dude, WWE would break bank. They would make bank if this were to happen, or if they had some form of coverage.
Yeah.
But it's all memes. But yeah, so effectively, Elon Musk and Trump's drama did tank the markets. It looks like it's recovering now. It looks like they're now that things aren't as tense. They're probably talking. They're probably gonna do something, work some sort of deal, and the market recovers naturally over time. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, the S&P doesn't continue to tank. Bitcoin doesn't continue to tank either. And yeah. Did you have any other thoughts, Leon, as far as this goes?
No other thoughts. Lots going on, and I'm sure we're gonna have another busy week next week. Everything's gonna probably transpire, and it'll be an Elon coverage with Trump coverage week.
Oh man, for real. We'll see what happens, but this has been the Social Ledger Report today, guys. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you all next week. Take it easy.
Bye.